Cool. All right, we're live.
All right. Hang on. Okay. All right. So we'll call the meeting into order at 7:03. Melinda posted the minutes from last meeting. Does anyone have any changes to it? All right. I think we need to approve it. So, anyone have a motion to approve the meeting, the minutes? Oh, Tammy,
I
yeah.
make a motion to approve the minutes.
All right. Is there a second? All right. Dean seconding. All those in favor of approving the February minutes? Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? None. Okay. Moving on to old business. So we need to submit the our proposed 2021-2022 fiscal year budget. So there's a few questions that we just need to run through. It should be pretty quick, shouldn't take very long. And I'll type them as we go. So first question is, what were our accomplishments in the fiscal year 2020 and 2021? You guys can just name them and I'll type them.
Movies,
What was that?
the drive-in movies.
The drive. Yep.
What else did we do? The Christmas lights,
Yep.
Gingerbread house thing.
red houses.
Kept the town from going crazy.
Was disc golf this year or last year?
I know.
Last year.
We did the drive-through trunk or treat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, state forest.
I think I might have missed one. So I got drive-in movies, Christmas lights, gingerbread house, drive-through trunk or treat. No? Okay. I think that's good. I don't think we're missing anything.
No, 'cause
We continue to
Did
do
we do any
yoga.
improvements to the, did we do any improvements to the basketball court or anything?
Not yet,
Okay.
but we have plans to, but haven't done them yet. I'll put that we continue to offer yoga.
Oh, yes.
Anything else?
the sheet thing you have to submit with.
That should be good. Okay. And what I'll do after, like I'm just making notes right now. I'll type these up and then I'll send them to everyone, and then you guys can let me know if there's any changes, and then I'll submit them. So, okay. Question 2: what changes would you like to see for our commission? Does anyone have any? I don't have any.
Better pay.
Yeah.
An end to COVID.
Yeah,
There you
end
go.
of COVID. I wish. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, so I'll just put it on. Let's see. Question 3: what are your goals for the next 5 years? Well, that's a bit lofty.
That was before. We didn't do much with COVID.
Last fiscal year.
We hope to
COVID started in March.
build a new
Summer.
volleyball court.
We
in
need
the next 5
volleyball.
years. What's that?
I said we need volleyball.
Yeah.
When did we do the landscaping around the pavilion?
Oh, yeah.
I think that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah. because we were meeting in person when it happened. Yeah. So yeah, 2 years ago.
He came to the,
I don't think we did any like projects last year or like
Yeah,
this
because-
past fiscal year.
I think we would have, but we lost all our budget at the end of the year.
Oh yeah, it got frozen.
It was frozen. So I think
Yeah.
everything that we were thinking about doing, we didn't do.
Yep. Okay.
They were supposed to landscape between the school ramp.
oh yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I remember talking about that. All right. So, well, that's something that we can still work towards. So the question now is, what are our goals for the next 5 years? Obviously, we don't have to have everything in mind, but what are some goals that we would like to work towards?
Is that what you said volleyball was on there for?
Yep. Yeah.
What about the Frisbee thing? Is that,
Finishing the disc golf. Yeah.
You can put the community center, but we're not going to get it, but that's okay.
Yeah.
You want to put,
we need to put it in every time though, they ask.
Yeah, we have to.
I'll put like have a dedicated recreation space or, yeah, we'll go with that.
put something in there about the old town garage?
Yeah. Do something with the town garage. Well, the only thing with that is, I mean, we kind of, I got the sense that there's not much that we can do with it. So I might just completely get rid of it, which I don't know if that falls under us or, the town as a whole. So, but I'll put like,
Make a decision about.
yeah.
The playscape, isn't that gonna need to be replaced in
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah. Let's see.
The landscaping on the handicap ramp from the school.
Yep.
Do we plan on doing the baseball field?
Yeah, we should at least like renovate it, I guess. Baseball field. Any others?
Are we on 5-year thing
Yeah,
or?
5.
Yeah, 5 years.
Because we need to do the lights on the basketball court, but that's a short term. We should do that this season.
I mean, I think that's good for now. That will last us at least until next year when we have to answer the same question. So,
We'll list the same things,
yeah.
minus maybe one.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. Are you seeking an increase, decrease, or no change to your budget? Explain any increases. I don't foresee asking.
No change.
Yeah, no change.
And we'll just spend it at the end of the year anyways.
Yeah. So
And we
no
have,
change. All right. Question 5. What are your capital project needs?
community center.
Oh, that's the community center.
Yep. All right. And all right, so new community center
Yeah, bridge.
and potentially a new playground. Let's see. That might be it. I mean, the idea of a tennis court or 2 tennis courts has been thrown around. Suppose we can add that. Maybe Does anyone want to play tennis? No, nobody wants to play tennis. All right.
Dog likes the tennis balls, but don't think she'll play tennis.
All right.
I see a lot of unused tennis courts at country clubs and things, so.
Yeah.
They have one in Griswold High School. They can go use it there.
The
Yeah.
one at Griswold shut down. They're closing a lot of them. No one in high school plays anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say our high school teams, like tennis, nobody signs up for.
Wow.
Like it's amazing. There's hardly any for that sport at all.
I think
Huh.
Griswold's court's been covered for at least 4 or 5 years now.
Huh. That's interesting. I did just learn that Plainfield doesn't have a tennis team, which I was shocked by, seeing as that it's a decent sized high school and no tennis team. And they have 4 almost brand new tennis courts. Okay, so no tennis court. Got it. Noted. There is a new sport, pickleball, which is very popular, or coming up, going to be very popular, and it shares tennis courts. But we don't need to build a tennis court just for pickleball. So, all right. Any other capital projects? I have new community center and potentially a new playground. That should be good. Did you say something, Courtney?
No, I was
No.
telling Dad about how one of my students slept through my entire Zoom this morning.
Oh,
In first grade.
all right. What trainings do we need? Does anyone feel like they need additional training? Melinda, do you need anything? No.
We're good.
What happened with you going to the playground inspection thing? Did that ever?
I did get that. I got it. I have it. Do I know what I'm doing? Absolutely not. I don't have a clue. Hey,
Mike,
Okay.
can you hear us, Mike?
You
Just
can
connect.
now.
now we can.
There
Sorry,
he is.
guys. My bad.
It's all right.
Long day. I apologize.
That's all
No
right.
problem. We're just we're going through the we need to submit our budget this month, so we're just going through the standard questions. I mean, just to quickly recap, question 1 was what were our accomplishments for this past fiscal year? Drive-in movies, Christmas lights, the contest, gingerbread house, drive-through, trunk or treat, and we continue to offer yoga. And then question 2 was what changes would you like to see to our commission? We said none. Question 3 was what are your goals for the next 5 years? We said build a new volleyball court, add landscaping to the handicap sidewalk, establish a dedicated indoor recreation space, make a decision regarding the town garage, finish a disc golf course, renovate the baseball field, and potentially build a new playground. Question 4 was do we foresee asking for an increase, no change, or a decrease in our budget? We said no change. Then question 5, what capital projects do we have? We said our new community center. We'll keep asking for that every year. And then again, potentially a new playground. I floated the idea of a tennis court, but that was unanimously shot down by everyone else. So no tennis courts. And then question 6 was what trainings do you need? So do you need any trainings?
I need a lot of trainings, but no, not dealing with the recreation condition.
not for recreation.
No,
Yeah. So as far as me getting the playground inspector certification, I do have it. I can do it. I just really don't have a clue what I would be doing. So something to certainly do I will get to it. That's my promise, seeing as the town did contribute to it. I will do it. I just don't have any faith in myself. So that's kind of why I'm putting it off.
Is there someone that you can shadow, Mark?
Yes, I reached out to one person, and he sounded kind of hesitant, partially because back when I reached out to him, I was unemployed. So I was like, hey, I might start my own side business. So he was like, no, that's my business. I'm not gonna teach you how to steal my clients. So he's out of Rhode Island. I can maybe reach out to him again, but I'll look into it. I will do one eventually. I just truly
You should ask the town of Griswold. Maybe they have somebody you can shadow.
maybe. Yeah. I'll look into it, and I will do it. I just, like I said, I have no faith in myself. It's just everything from like choking hazards to strangulations to like
The swing.
depths. What's that?
I said, well, there goes the swings.
Yeah, like the length of the bolt, like protrusions are another thing, and depths of like the ground covering. So like chips versus tire, like shredded tires, like the rubber chips, or all have like different fall heights, and the space in between the equipment, like yeah. So it's just crazy.
Are we
yeah.
are we under the gun for having an inspection? Is there
No.
anybody kind of policing us?
No.
All right, so
No.
so be it.
Really the only benefit to it, kind of, is in the event something happened.
Yeah,
Um,
you have documentation. There's a recent inspection.
yeah, but it's also a catch-22, because if I identify problems and we don't fix it, then we're still liable. So it's kind of like, we're between a rock and a hard place. So, but I will get to it. Don't worry. All right. So no trainings. Question 7, the last question. Any suggestions for the Board of Selectmen? Anyone want to tell the Board of Selectmen something?
Get rid of that old town garage.
Yeah.
Level it.
I mean, I can put that. I'll put like, make it, I don't know, fun.
Make it go away.
Yeah. Get rid of town garage.
Or at least clean it up.
Yeah.
Mike, wasn't that at some point, didn't we have to keep like one wall or something of it to keep it into the rec? To redo anything there?
Yeah, to keep it grandfathered, you'd have to keep part of it.
Yeah.
But
Well, and then that's it. I think there's the grandfather factor, but then also my understanding is with like ADA compliance, like American Disabilities Act, it's as soon as you make any modifications or renovations to it. So it's like if we moved a door or something, we'd immediately have to make it the whole thing compliant with ADA, which I'm not an expert, but I can imagine that place is not ADA compliant.
Mark, that probably goes along with any other or I should say code violation that's occurring there. As soon as you do something to it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you talked about how much of a fire hazard it is. There's no sprinkler system in there.
Maybe we should invite them to have a meeting and see if they would be open to any ideas or demolition, or maybe help us write a grant for demolition with the future of maybe putting something permanent there.
Yeah. Well, I liked your initial idea, and this is why I was floating the tennis court. Your idea of leveling it and then using a tennis court or the parking lot as a way to cap that that space because it's probably also contaminated,
Mhm.
the soil. So we could, put a parking lot on top of it or some kind of hard surface to cap it, and then
Well, maybe we ought to look into like other options. Obviously, tennis courts are
that's
they're not a big
popular-
hit, but maybe there would be something else
Yeah,
that people could like. What is a viable solution to a situation like that?
yeah,
Tracy should be able to help us with that. That's maybe a question for the board of selectmen.
yeah, yep,
In lieu of having a fire hazard and a liability standing there for however long it takes, make a decision and what's an option temporarily, even if it's an inexpensive option that could be removed in the future.
Hi,
yeah.
I have a suggestion.
Sure.
The fire department likes to use buildings for trainings. Maybe you could, they could burn it down for you.
That is a good
That
suggestion.
takes care of
That's
part
a
of the
really good
problem.
Well, it'd be a controlled burn.
That
Or
is a good
several.
suggestion.
But yeah, there's still the whole cleanup of the soil and everything. So
Yeah, but at least we can get rid of the building.
Well, how about this? I mean, we've all, and I may have spearheaded this conversation a long time ago with the contaminated material there, but maybe it's worth getting a consultation to really see what the levels are, because the lesser the level, the more inexpensive it is to remove,
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with you, Mike. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Yeah,
first.
we can't just make assumptions based
yeah,
on,
It may not be that bad.
it may not be that bad. That's correct.
Just be salt, some of that salt. And that's,
yeah. No, I do agree, but I think that should be the responsibility of the selectmen, not necessarily.
That's a good conversation to have with them, and
Yeah.
maybe just get some borings done to see and some samples taken.
Yeah,
I mean, historically with my job, it's not that expensive to just do samples and have them give us an analysis, and then we know where we fit in that matrix of removal.
mhm,
If we do choose to say we're going to write a grant for a community center, that's a great location. Maybe it won't cost that much. It'll be a little less shocking to people.
yeah. And in all honesty, to my knowledge, there's probably more grants for cleanup, like
Remediation.
contaminated cleanup, than there are for just building a building.
That's
So we would actually probably have more luck getting a brownfield grant or some kind of contamination cleanup grant than we would just.
That's worth looking into also,
Yeah.
which maybe the board should do that too, since they've occupied it for
Yes.
so
Yeah.
long.
So, yeah. So
they don't have to, but we feel it's right that they did, that they should do it.
yeah. So I will reach out to Tracy and see if maybe we can put something together, whether she hops on to one of our meetings or
That's probably the best bet, Mark, is to invite her,
yeah,
and say we'd like to put it in the next month's agenda,
yeah,
and say we'd like to discuss what our options are.
yeah, and we should keep this discussion going,
Yep.
instead of we tend to forget about things. So let's keep it going and see if we can actually get something done.
Cool.
All right. So that's sorry. We're all in agreement that we will just ask for a like the same budget, 0 increase, no changes.
I agree.
I agree. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. That's it for the budget. So we can moving on to the tricentennial, and I believe that's why we have our guest, right?
Hi, yes.
Bye.
I'm Vicki Schwery. I'm the secretary of the Tricentennial Committee. We're under 3 months out. Yay! But just a couple things. We have a band coming that night from 6 to 9, and we were wondering if you guys knew of a portable stage in the area that we could borrow or
Is that
something.
is that the first night?
It's just a 1-day event. We do have what do you call them, living history groups coming in Friday night, where people can go visit, but the bulk of the activities will be Saturday. So just a quick rundown. I don't know if you all saw my post on Facebook. It's kind of hard to get the word out, but that's been our biggest problem is communication and getting the word out about this. But so the plan is we've got a group, like 5 living history groups coming in, reenactment groups. They do demonstrations throughout the day. We have a woodsman exhibition coming in. I guess they're national award winners or something.
Is that like the chainsawing and the axe throwing?
It's axe throwing, no chainsaws, but they
Axe throwing is pretty cool.
axes, hatchets and things, and I guess they'll climb poles and whatever. They've got like 4 or 5 activities they're going to do throughout. We've got a band coming in, Nick Boss from North Stonington and the Northern Roots. What else do we have? We have antique machinery and tractors coming in. We do have a request out for local vendors. Belinda might be hitting you up for your list because we've only have 2 people signed up for that right now. We do have some food trucks coming in. The fire department is going to do a chicken barbecue that day, a takeout chicken barbecue. I said the band, and then we have fireworks to cap off the day. That's being done by Ocean State Pyrotechnics. So the portable stage, I heard that Griswold had one, but I don't know who to contact. And I'm hoping you guys know.
I actually contacted Ryan Aubin, Vicky.
Okay.
It's a fold-up stage, 35 by 20.
Okay.
He was going to talk to their public works. The only thing he said that we most likely would have to pick it up. Obviously, they would not deliver it.
Oh, that's fine.
Is that a good size? Do you want me to keep following up with him?
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Surprised.
Is that like on a trailer? Is that typically that's how
it's a fold up. It's a fold up. So I would imagine a trailer would probably be fine, most likely.
Okay.
No.
I can if you give me Ryan's number, I can give him a call, Melinda. If you don't mind. Or you can, doesn't matter.
She's frozen.
She frozen or is
I think she froze.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is.
She's frozen again.
Good thing she's not making too the face.
No. You there, Melinda?
I'm here.
If you'd like, I would take Ryan's number and I would give him a call if you don't mind, or you can, it doesn't matter.
I'll email you his contact info.
That sounds good. Okay. All right. And then the other thing was the living history groups. They're all Revolutionary War, I believe, groups coming. One of them is coming from Pennsylvania. I can't think of their name. I'm sorry, but they're revolutionary as well. And they requested to be able to dig holes for fire pits. So I was wondering if we needed or could get permission from you to do that. They would dig holes, like again, they're not deep, they're just deep enough for a fire pit, and they, dig the hole and they will put it back as well.
Yeah.
Where
they
they
remove
putting-
the sod. That's the big thing. They remove the sod and then the sod can be replaced.
Yeah.
Right.
I know. So real quick, where are they planning on doing this? Like on what field?
The big
The
field.
larger field. The fireworks are going to be done on the, I guess,
Other side.
down by the pond, and that'll be sectioned off, cordoned off. There will, no one allowed down there but the fire department. So
I know.
the other side.
I know. Tracy also assured that I can't remember. she might have emailed me or something, but she assured me that DPW would also make sure that the holes would be like filled in and then also replaced with the sod. So, you know, I'm okay with it. What are you guys thinking?
I'm fine with it. Absolutely. And in fact, the Ronnie Milovich should have a call before you dig number. So you can actually solicit the DPW to do the call before you dig for you. And they'll mark it out. Now that way you're all legal and everything's good.
Right. And Tracy had mentioned at the tricentennial meeting that she would, you know, take care of that. So.
Yep.
Okay.
I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
And they're not going to go deep anyway. It's just skimming the surface so that they don't burn the grass. It's really the big deal.
Yeah. And that field hasn't.
It's not really trophy grass down there.
Well, it's so you don't have all these burn spots at the end of the event. You know,
it might actually grow back stronger in those.
I was just gonna say, you know, if they're willing to throw down some grass seed, we might actually come out on top with this.
It looked like one of those space spots out in the desert. You know? nice green. What do they call those? I forget.
Yeah, so that should be fine.
Okay.
Can you just talk a little bit more about the fireworks and how that is going to be coordinated?
Ocean State Pyrotechnics out of Rhode Island is handling all of that through the town fire marshal and the state fire marshal. I know they need a fire truck and of course guys on hand, so they'll be there the entire day. Again, they're going to come in the morning. They're going to set up the fireworks. There's a 350-foot perimeter that they will need. And once the fireworks are completely set up, it'll be maintained. So basically nobody, we can't have spectators on the track side of the field. Through the track, and then it cuts like right in front of the pavilion. So, and it actually, there's a barn next door to the library.
Yeah.
Actually cuts into that as well, but as long as it's not habited buildings, it's fine.
Okay.
How about the neighbors? I know there's a couple close neighbors.
Yeah, we're going to, one of the neighbors actually, the little greenhouse on Gate Street is, I guess, a child of one of our committee members, so we're okay.
There's one on the other side as well, though, near the library, correct?
Yeah, that's the barn.
That's the barn she was talking about.
Oh, that's the big barn? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So our thought was to send out notices to them to let them know there will be fireworks that day. We hopefully, just to give them a heads up.
Yeah. My only other thought, I don't know if this, I guess out of respect, but maybe the less stones you turn over, the better. But maybe reach out to Patchogue State Forest, Mark Darren, just because that body of water and then the other side of that body of water is state forest. So just a thought, but you may not be required to. So
I can double check with the fire marshal.
Yeah, because there is a trail that actually comes from the state forest, and from Trail 1, and it actually goes right to the other side of where the boat launch is. So if people were trying to spectate from there, we might have to actually officially close that off or something.
Yeah.
There's a boat launch
on the other side. Well,
dry hydrant.
That's a boat launch where the dry hydrant is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we launch a boat there.
I launch kayaks there all the time. Anyway, right on the other side of the river from that's where one of the trails does come straight to there. Okay. It literally is a straight shot through. So I'm not sure if we have to just if they even put a rope across or something at the roadside, they'd be good.
You probably should, like Mark said, check with Mark Darren.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Recommends.
Yeah. I mean, he'll probably say, as long as you're in compliance with the fire marshal, he's fine with it. But I'm willing to bet the state forest part is within that 350-foot, circumference.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Vicky, do you have his contact information? Because I can email you that too.
And that'd be great. Thank you.
Okay.
And then as far as our involvement, we just need to make sure that, not that we get a lot of inquiries, but we're not reserving the pavilion or the soccer field or anything like that the same night that they'll be doing the fireworks.
And really the whole day. We have to.
Yeah,
once we
yeah.
Set up in the morning, we can't.
Yeah. So we'll just need to make note not to allow reservations on that weekend, pretty much.
Yeah, the living history groups will actually arriving Friday and leaving Sunday morning, or early afternoon Sunday.
All right. All right. I mean, that's all the questions I have. Does anyone else have anything?
I have a question regarding food trucks. Are you using your own permits for the food trucks?
They are actually coming there. We contacted New England Food Trucks, and they, I guess, administer a bunch of trucks in the area, so they'll have their own permits. Each truck will have their own permit.
Okay. I don't know. Just historically, we're not allowed to sell things on that land for profit. So I didn't know if that affected anything. And correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't have an answer to that.
I think we can if we're sponsoring it. It's, part of our
Just a question. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, we must be able to because I have vendors there at the car show, but I also have, when we did the Voluntown Day, whatever, they had vendors there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And then, I mean, if you really wanted to get around it, have them park in the town hall parking lot, because I would think that the town hall is exempt from that. That's town property. So.
Except part of that area will be blocked because it's 350-foot perimeter.
Oh, true. All right.
Yeah, because that's gonna be one of the things is that basically all the parking on the opposite side of the road from Constitution Field is pretty much gonna be blocked off for emergency vehicles and or quarantined or
So where are most of these people parking at the school?
Mostly at the school. The Baptist church is going to let us use their parking. We're going to ask the other church, the Catholic church, but they have mass Saturday night, so I don't think that'll work. But we are going to line up a bus, and if we have to, we'll bus them from Livingward.
And Vicky, just so you're aware, I did pass on the information to the church, to the Baptist church side. No objections, but it won't actually officially come up until the next quarterly meeting. So, it'll be long, beginning of next month, we have a quarterly meeting. So it'll officially come up then, but everyone's on board so far.
All right, good. Another thing that we're doing is on April 17th, we're doing a cleanup day and a 300th picture. So we're organizing that to register between 9:30 to hand out gloves and garbage bags. And then cleanup will begin, shortly thereafter. 11:15, we've got Eagle Eye LLC coming in to do a drone 300 picture. So that's another thing we're working on.
That's something that, again, reach out to Mark Darren. He's the Patchogue superintendent, so he'll know all of the trouble spots, I guess, where you can, get some good trash picking done. So,
we're focusing on the field and the school and the surrounding areas. So that it's nice and pretty for the event.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
And that's the 17th, you said, of April?
Correct. Yes.
Vicky, also, I'm still working on the YSB fishing tournament for the tricentennial.
Okay.
Right now, we've run into a few issues, but we are still working on it, and the tentative date will be in May, and I can fill you in further once I have more information.
Okay, great. And was it you guys were going to do a cornhole tournament?
Recreation
Yes.
Commission, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think one of your committee members' husband was gonna build 1 or 2 cornhole for us.
Yeah. Aldi, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. We're also supposed to have a kids section and bounce houses and such, but we don't know, how much restrictions we're gonna have due to COVID, so we don't know how the bounce houses will actually work, if they'll work. So I'm crossing my fingers that everything's just gonna go away by May 20th.
We're heading in that direction, but not
We
quite
are.
yet.
Yeah. So,
Tomorrow, I have been told that tomorrow, the governor might be announcing new, lesser restrictions. So
yes.
They're changing the travel restrictions tomorrow. That's what I heard.
Yay.
I think travel, but then
From the-
also potentially capacity for indoor events and outdoor events as well. So, and March is pretty far away in COVID time. So, with the rollout of the vaccination and the warmer weather, I think we
Right.
can be optimistic.
Right.
You
We
gotta do
are-
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that's all I had. I appreciate your time. I look forward to the event. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Thanks for your hard work, Vicky. Thanks for all your hard work.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
for
you.
your taking. I'm ready for it to be done. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Aye.
All right. Moving on to Constitution Field. I don't have any updates. Mike, do you have any updates with the lighting?
Yeah, just waiting for appropriate weather to get the truck on the turf and over the basketball court, and they can move forward. The PO has been issued. Julie sent over a PO to me. I forwarded it to TNS, and as far as that's concerned, he should have been able to purchase the LEDs before their quarterly rebate. They work on quarterly rebates for efficiency monies, if you will.
Mhm.
So he should have been able to purchase those. I haven't checked with him yet, but as far as the weather's concerned, once it breaks, he's going to get in and do it.
All right.
And that's
Awesome.
those are the new basketball court lights with a whole new control system and a photo cell on, which ought to help the tricentennial a little bit too.
Yeah.
The new 1,000-watt LED over by where the porta potty is. And as far as I know, that's the only thing in their scope. We haven't decided on the volleyball court yet. So
Yep.
Once we do that, he said he'd be happy to help us with that too. So
Okay. We should actually invite, I'm drawing a blank on his name, but the guy that initially brought the
Nate,
Nate, we should invite him to our next meeting, seeing as, our timeline, we were kind of hoping to break ground, I think, in May. So we should.
let's definitely invite him.
Yeah.
We probably could get him to take over any correspondence with the donation company. I forget the name of them, but that'll donate the equipment.
Yep.
And we can kind of move forward from there. If they can give us a lead time on when we can get that, we can make plans.
Yep. Yeah, and we can coordinate. So like you said, he can kind of take the lead since we've approved it and the town has approved it. And then as long as he just coordinates with us when and how about he'll go about it, we can help him as he goes. So
absolutely.
And then I guess one other thing with Constitution Field, I have failed at putting up the signs. I still have them. So I can't on Saturday. I can on Sunday if someone wants to. Or
Sunday you can?
Yeah.
I'll help you on Sunday.
Okay. All right. So
send me a picture of what they look like so I can get the brackets.
Okay.
For the fence stuff. Remember we were talking
Yep.
about that?
Yeah, okay. So I'll do that. I'll send them to you
Okay.
and we can just get them done.
Yep.
All right.
Do you want me to remind you both?
Yes, please send a reminder.
Yeah,
What time?
9 o'clock. How's 9, Mark?
9 works. Yeah, let's get
Okay.
it done.
Okay, cool. It's probably good timing too before the tricentennial stuff goes on.
Yeah,
And a lot of
that's
eyes
true.
are on things,
Yeah, and it's hopefully in the next month or so warmer weather. So
Yep.
yeah, it will be good to get up there before the kids get out there.
Melinda, definitely send a reminder. I couldn't even make it to this meeting on time.
I know, I got you.
Thank you.
All right, that's all I have for Constitution Field.
There was actually one thing that Vicky, I'm not sure if it's discussed, but there was a question that came up at their meeting about the porta potty. So I'm assuming the porta potty is going to be still there, of course, during this event. And they need to, they're talking about getting more, and I forgot to mention that until you just mentioned it before. So just one thing we have to, there's plenty of time for that discussion, but
Yeah.
are they getting that? Is that something they're asking us to get? That was a question that came up.
Well, I mean, how many people are they expecting, Dean? What do you figure? I know. I know. I was thinking about that earlier.
Anywhere from 30 to 3,000. I don't know.
That's why I asked about the parking situation, because
Right. Yeah. And that's why they were looking at remote places, between the school and then the church and whatnot, so that we can fit a lot more if we're not dealing with parking right there. If it's a nice day, people will walk. Otherwise, they're looking at the bus.
Well, we could do a little math. One porta potty is good for 10 men, not women, but men, for a 40-hour work week. So we could do a little bit of math and kind of figure it out. If it's a 10-hour event, you expect.
I think I've been told it's like one porta potty per 30 people.
Yeah, that's
is what they say.
Appropriate. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and
they're pretty inexpensive. I think I'd like to allocate some money to help out with the tricentennial and say we'll get 2 porta potties just to kind of on top of the one we have. I mean, it'll be $150 for the weekend.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion.
They may be able to get them donated. I get the ones donated for the car show.
Oh, there you go. That's even better.
And again, they may have they had something.
They may have already taken care of it.
I'm not sure exactly. Yeah. So we should definitely discuss it with them. But if they need, we can donate too. How's that?
Dean, ask them if they have it taken care of. Since you're kind of in.
I just went to the last meeting. That's all.
Oh, okay. All
Mike, I have to email Vicky, so I'll put that on my list.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
And say we'd be willing to help, but if they can check into donations, it's possible,
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I heard someone make a motion, so I think we should vote on that.
Just in case. Well, Mike, do you want to make the motion and I'll second it?
Well, I think you did, and I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
All right. I'll make a motion to provide 2 porta pots if needed for the tricentennial.
I second it.
All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. All those opposed? None. Okay. All right. New business. I don't have any new business. There's none on the agenda.
Mm-mm.
I have a possible car date for the car show, a date for the car show.
Okay. What do you got?
It's August 29th, Sunday.
Okay.
Melinda, I'll try and remember to send you paperwork.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Awesome. Just an idea. I just thought of this. I know in the past. Well, okay. Sorry. Hang on. Now I'm thinking. Do we need to discuss the movies at all? Any changes or updates?
Yeah. When did we say we were going to start? Was it April or was it May?
I think it was April.
Yeah, but I think we'd be Do you think April's too early? Now that April's a month away, I'm kind of thinking it's too early.
If we do it in May, that can be kind of like another part of the tricentennial or something.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
kind of
if
a
the-
rainy month, April is, so
April can be bad, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's
Muddy.
go with May. But Dean, did you ever find a movie screen?
No, we were talking about building it again, right?
yeah, we did.
Yeah, I had done a lot of research on that,
We
and
were gonna wait until the new fiscal year began in order to make a decision on that. We were gonna build another one.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Yep. Yeah, we were going to build it, see
build
how it
you know, goes,
holds
yeah.
up. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
And then as far as buying the movie licenses, we really only need a couple weeks out. So we can decide on the movies next month if you want. So everyone think of your favorite childhood movies. So and then bring them with you next meeting. Next meeting is going to be a doozy. All right. And then, yeah, no, that's good. That's plenty. All right. Correspondence. Melinda, do you have anything?
I haven't been there.
Yeah, neither have I. Okay. General discussion? Nope. All right. Nice.
How about treasurer's report?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
About that.
All right, hold on. Okay, so our budget's $13,000. We have spent $5,807.03. And we have left $7,192.97.
All
Are we
right.
paying for the lighting out of this year's budget?
Yes.
I believe we are, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we kind of amortized a little bit of a spending
Yeah, we did.
for,
And actually, we did that last meeting, right? It should be in the minutes.
Mhm.
Yeah, we had 1,000 for movie licenses and 100 for material to hang the movie screen, 600 for the trash can, 1,000 for mulch for the playground, and 500 for 2 sets of cornhole for the tricentennial.
All right.
And then the 2,300 for the lighting.
Yep.
yeah, I think if I remember correctly, it left us with like, I don't know, $1,800 or something like that. Is that correct? I'm not reading it properly.
That sounds right.
Okay. Okay. Good, there's some there to get some porta potties if we need to help with the tricentennial.
Yep. Yep.
Good.
All right. Awesome. Any other general discussion?
I have basketball nets.
Oh.
I saw some kids playing today, and I was like, oh, I didn't put them up yet. So I do have.
We can. Let's do
On
that on
Sunday.
Sunday.
We'll do it on Sunday. I'll bring
Yeah.
a ladder. Yep. we'll do
Yeah, I got a ladder I can throw on the back.
it. Okay. Cool.
So, all right.
Perfect.
Awesome. All right. Motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion
I'll
to
second.
adjourn.
All right.
Who seconded?
Mike did.
Mike, which and Mike?
Mike K.
Okay.
Sorry for being late, guys. I apologize.
It's all right.
It was nice out today, though. It was so nice. It was the nicest day since probably November. It was
Wait
so
till
nice.
Monday and Tuesday. Oh,
Oh, Tuesday. Dean,
supposed to be in
Tuesday
the
was.
60s? No, coming up this Tuesday.
Oh, coming up.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. And I was talking about yesterday. Like that
Yesterday was
that
nasty.
was horrendous. It was
Yeah.
horrendous. I think I'm still cold from yesterday.
We'll
All
call
right, I
Monday
don't-
statewide skip day.
I don't think we had to vote on the adjournment, so meeting is adjourned at 7:57.
Cool.
All right.
Right.
Thanks, guys.
Have a
Thank
good
you,
night.
everyone.
Bye. Have a good night.